How is everybody today? It's Thursday, and it's what we do on Thursday. First, I want to thank you for watching all these moments of life. I hope that they've brought you some promise to your life where the chaos reigns. I hope that you heal along this journey with me. I hope that you feel comfortable enough to explore you in new ways. And I hope you'll reach out to me, because if you're gaining some wisdom or peace or anything from this, we can do a lot more in different places. You know, self-care is a funny animal, and the energy driving how you care for yourself, it's very dominating. It's a dominating master. And today, as I got up, I was given a new direction. So much has transpired since February of 2022, and I am that transformation. Just as you will be, it's not if, it's when. These are intimate moments, and they're going to be intimate with you, and you have no control over saying no, because you're going to face your stuff when it happens, or you're going to face it later, years down the road, when your life is totally chaotic and you wonder, well, how did this turn out? How did I do this? Da 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 da. And so the things that were intimate with me during this time period, when I was on autopilot, and it was a robotic mode of operation. The emotional upheaval, the highs and lows that just kept me off centered. And I had heard all my life, well, you don't know. Grief is going to take you a long time to get through. You don't know what it is. It's different for everybody. So some of the things besides the autopilot, you're waiting on the government to do things and their ideas of when an autopsy gets done, the death certificates mailed out, the burial, the probate. This is an endless list of agencies that are controlling your life. The other thing is the really huge thing is that stands out is the people. Those that stand with you and hold your hand when you don't know that's what needs held. Those who threaten your life and your livelihood. That's a huge one, because death brings vultures, and you don't know that they have a vulture side to them. You've got people that really don't care. You've got people coming in that are going to stay with you, that are going to be in the new place with you. And then you've got people that you're saying goodbye to because their season's done. Goodbye is a total, for me, I don't say goodbye to the people I know I'm going to see again. I say goodbye to the people that I'm walking away from. So this morning I woke up, I was drinking coffee. Had to take my car into the shop, just kind of normal things that we do. And I had an epiphany. I felt me for the first time in a long time, and there, the fog had lifted and some of this other stuff, and I'm finally beginning to feel like me. And I'll be honest with you, some of it I recognize. And as I'm going forward, life is new, and I don't even know what that's supposed to look like. So we innately fight the unfamiliar. Know that when you get to this vulnerable spot, everything's unfamiliar. And as you start coming out of it, you begin to trust who your heart tells you are, who your gut tells you are. You begin to trust something that was steadfast in your life in the past. You begin to trust something about you, and you don't question that trust because you recognize it. But today I got up and I was so overwhelmed with all this feeling that I had, because I wanted to feel safe and I wanted to feel protected. I needed to be held. We don't understand what this human contact is till we are in a situation to where it's no longer available of any type. And I don't have family or anything up here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And I have met some people, but I haven't drawn them into my inner circle because it's not time. It's another day. I'm going to put one foot in front of the other, but it's not another day. This is a full-blown grief day. And grief is its own domineering master. It's when you feel a loss from change, and the change could be real or it could be manufactured in your mind. You know, that's one of those things. One of those things, you know, I still have my deceased husband in my life for 4 more years because he didn't file taxes for 9 years. And the legality of this is a nightmare. And I'm so grateful y'all will meet Rick in the coming weeks. Rick is my resolution tax specialist. He's an expert in this. He was with the IRS. He now helps people who are in my shape. And I trust him. I trust him as if he is my shadow self. And that's the one I'm going to trust the most. You know, I also feel the love of God. And what I'm getting ready to share with you, it's a good thing that I also feel the love of self. I feel hope at the moment. And I feel I have a knowingness in the direction that I'm growing. And there's joy in my life. It's at the center of my life because that's who I am. But there are days like today, I woke up and I felt betrayal. I felt rage. I felt that the nightmare, it was like Groundhog Day. It was over and over and over again. There was anger. I was disgraced. These are all the feelings that when things started coming out of the woodwork after I buried him, that came up to the surface. It came up to the surface in a way that today I don't know what to do with it. I know that God's got a plan for me, and that's my saving grace. I can, and I do choose to be my God self, yet I still have to sort through the emotions. You know, I've been sober for 36 years, and I need things a certain way, some days more than others. I need things to be structured a bit. And it's not rigid, but I need to know that I can count on certain things. And that's one thing that helps me stay sober. I don't usually think about it, but I thought about it this morning. What kind of structure is missing in my life? And in that, how do I want to go forward with that design? These actions cannot be overlooked. They can't be neglected. They can't be forgotten because grief demands a platform in the spotlight. Grief is going to be in your face. It's going to reflect in that mirror when you wake up at these days and feel what you feel. Please understand, walking through it, nobody does it. There is no manual. You just do it the way you do it. And you reach out for help. So here are my steps. And you may agree with them, you may not agree with them. That's okay. I put one foot in front of the other. I take the day and be in the moment. I meditate. I work a forgiveness protocol. I pray. I swim. I eat healthy, although today I had some pizza and it was absolutely fabulous. I pamper myself is what I'm saying. I walk, I cry, I practice gratitude, and I journal. Those are just some steps that you need. And you need to do those all the time anyway. But when you're circling in the round of emotion, you need something to get that stop button in there where you can stop and get out of that and continue to go forward in working through your grief. Now, sometimes we don't know we're a mess until we take that, until we're forced to stop. I've been forced to stop and I'm going, really? I want to go past this. So I'm offering you a way and the ability to stop, plant your feet, make a plan, and execute, just as I have done. I don't have these days very, very often, but sometimes when I'm ready, I'm given the opportunity to make my life bigger through forgiveness. So look within and find you that you've been hiding. Address that you and begin anew, begin to heal. Reach out to me. We can, and I'll hold space for you, but we can create your plan. There's always hope. There's always a light waiting. What we'll do is lock arms and we'll take the next step and we'll put some control back in your life when you're in the grief. And I'll see y'all next time. And as I bid you adieu, I'm going to offer this prayer. Lord, watch over and guide the one watching. Let them know that they're not alone. Hold them within your bosom of protection with unconditional love. Open the next door and walk through it with them. Nudge them into their I'm going to be okay moment. With these words, I pray, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. Y'all have an absolutely wonderful day.